Well, it's finally happening. Hello everyone, DJ Neeks here, and welcome to a playthrough that is very overdue, but I did say it was going to happen. I finally finished my second off-camera run, checking out alternate choices and things, and I feel like it's finally time to go ahead and get this started. Yes, it's finally time to start my playthrough of, I guess you could say, what many considered the most disappointing game of 2017. But I do feel it's underrated because I feel like everyone took their first impressions of the game and just solidified their opinion of this game because of that, and didn't wait until other patches and such tried to improve the game. And I also put it off for a number of reasons. One, because I want to see how the game was going to get improved with patches, because I could tell immediately that this game was buggy, and I also wanted to see what the plans were for things such as DLC. Since the DLC for the first three Mass Effect games, I think really helped elevate and improve it. And unfortunately, we have now reached a point. You can see on the very far bottom left corner, it says this is version 1.10. That's of patch 1.10. And unfortunately, that is going to be the final patch for this game because they are no longer supporting this game. There are no plans for DLC. There are no plans for any more patches, even though this game is still buggy and still needs patches. But anyway, unfortunately, because of the sale numbers and because of what I believe was a move that was detrimental to the game, which was the early access that people got. The early access players just vilified this game. Just made everything negative about how the game was initially become what everyone remembers. And we have seen the memes and the things that everyone remembers, such as the lady you will see later on that who said, "My face is tired," but she wouldn't do anything. She would just keep a straight face. Well, they've patched that and have fixed that part of the game. But unfortunately, that's something that's now etched into everyone's mind. And I guess what I'm saying is that this game is not garbage. It's not trash, as some people have been saying it is. And this is not coming... I mean, yes, I am a big fan of this franchise, but I'm not completely forgiving of it. Is this game disappointing at certain points? Yes, there are various points in this game where I feel let down and disappointed. And yes, it does have numerous flaws and things I wish were fixed or improved upon. But the same thing was the case with Dragon Age 2, and I liked Dragon Age 2, and I do like this game. I don't love it like I did the first three because of its disappointments and flaws, but I do feel it's very underrated because everyone has leapt onto the bandwagon of hating this game and have not gone back to it since it's been patched to 1.10 to see how much it has actually improved in terms of the facial animations and other things that people harped upon. There are things about this game that I really like what they did, but as usual, they did some things well, but then they did some other things that we just kind of took for granted. And yes, I will agree that this game is not as visually appealing to me, presentation-wise, as even Mass Effect 3 did, which is one of the things that disappointed me about this game, is that I feel like Mass Effect 3 on my PlayStation 3 looked better than this game does on my PS4, and that's really should never be the case, but I still feel like this game is underrated. I still like it, and I mean, even though there are, I'll obviously elaborate more when we get to certain aspects on what it is that disappoints me, because obviously I don't want to spoil anything. But let's go ahead and start a new game. And no, I'm not going to do a quick start. I'm going to... Yes, there is a New Game Plus option, which, I don't really see the appeal to do that right now, especially with the fact that I mean, if I wanted to do a thing where I actually did fully level up, but not really not really what I'm interested in. So I'm gonna do a customized character, and don't worry, I'm not gonna make you guys watch me do all of that. I'm going to take care of that portion, and then I'll just kind of give you guys an overview of a couple of choices, and then we'll get into it. So I'll edit out the me going through all the customization options, so you don't have to worry about that. But I don't think I even bothered to say welcome to my playthrough of Mass Effect Andromeda. Months after it's come out. It came out back in March of 2017, and it's now January of 2018 when I'm finally doing this playthrough. I was doing other things, also doing 2 off-camera runs to check out all the various alternate choices to get an idea of what I want to do. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and start working on my character as well as my twin, and then we will pick up from there. Alright, so just finished all the customization stuff. And, this is my writer. My training. I've selected to be a technician. I did do that in my first off-camera run, but I've always liked the engineer class. And, you know, I'm sure biotics is fun, but in this game, biotics at times against other certain enemies feels like it's not as helpful as technician abilities are. So, this is my twin sister. And, this is now an option, I think. I don't remember this being an option when the game first launched, but you can now actually turn off whether or not, you want, your father, Alec Ryder, to have his appearance changed based on how you have made yourself and your sister look. So that's a cool thing. And then here, my customized history. This is where, at first, I was a little disappointed. Is that the only thing that you can be able to customize that somehow is a quote-unquote carryover from the first 3 games is selecting what gender your Commander Shepard was. That's it. You can't change or upload or select anything else that you did from the previous 3 games. Now, in some ways this makes sense because of what you're going to see here in the beginning of the game in terms of the story, but it still feels kind of disappointing in that regard, where it feels like I can't bring over any of the things that I did in the previous one. But anyway, let's go ahead and start the game. And we're going to play... I'm not going to play on narrative. I'm going to play on casual. But I'm not going to play on harder difficulties either, because as you guys know, I don't play this for the challenging gameplay, okay? This is why you'll never see me play a game like Dark Souls on this channel. I'm not into games that are all about difficulty. I don't play Mass Effect for the difficult gameplay. I play it for experiencing the story and the narrative and the choices. And I don't want to be constantly getting killed in battle to prevent me from enjoying that aspect. I know that I'm sure that rubs people the wrong way, but that's just how I feel about these kinds of things. And if you're not hearing anything, that's probably because I have the music turned way down.
Every great moment in our history began with a dream. Each bold leap forward was achieved by those willing to do anything to attain it. We are, all of us, leaving behind families, homes, the very birthplace of our species. Some for discovery, to see the unknown. Others for a new start.
If you're wondering about when this is taking place, we'll find out.
Whatever our reasons, we take the first steps toward a new future for humanity. Today, we begin to make our dream reality.
And if you're wondering why I have the music turned down, it's something I've always done in my playthroughs, mainly because I've found out early on music is a big culprit for getting copyright notices on your vids. 2185, humanity lives in a golden era of interstellar travel. Our discovery of ancient alien ruins on Mars propelled our understanding of science technology ahead by thousands of years. While many now enjoyed the newfound freedom and challenges of exploration in the Milky Way, others look to even more distant stars. For the 100,000 adventurers embarking on this one-way voyage, the future begins in Mass Effect Andromeda. And yeah, it's a shame that I gotta do that, because the music is really... I mean, it's not phenomenal, but I do enjoy the music. It sounds very Mass Effect-like. 634 years later, date 0 hour 0 day. Yes, this game takes place 600 years after the events of the first 3 games. So that's probably a good reason why you don't get to really carry over any of your choices, because why would those choices matter over 600 years later? Ark Hyperion. Occupancy 20,000 human colonists. No surprise, they called these big ships arcs. The Andromeda Galaxy. Destination, Habitat 7 in the Helios Cluster. Hyperion Cryogenics. I at first thought, oh gosh, are we having a Mass Effect game similar to Alien? They travel on cryogenics, light years away. We end up on a distant planet. We're gonna encounter the xenomorphs. Whew, that was some nap.
Deep breaths. You're gonna want to take it easy.
I've been taking it easy for 600 years.
Ryder, recon specialist, Pathfinder mission team.
Pathfinder team, eh? The ones finding us a home.
Can you make it somewhere tropical? Nice, warm ocean, summer year-round?
How about we get him a cup of coffee first?
The selection process saw the Andromeda Initiative evaluate thousands of potential habitable planets within the galaxy.
Of course, you sleep 600 years. Of course, what the immediate thing you do is grab a cup of coffee.
Ryder, let's get you checked out. Look here.
After discovering an unusually high ratio of potential candidates for
An Asari aboard a human
the
ark.
Helios cluster was selected as our destination. Now you are a part of the first wave of arcs arriving in Andromeda,
Just-
our new home for humanity.
Not saying anything, just pointing that out.
Makes it sound so easy, doesn't it?
And this is where you immediately start to notice something different. I could not figure out what these symbols meant. Although, I think the tutorial... I've turned the tutorials off. The tutorial explained that basically, rather than having a Paragon Renegade system, that's gone. You are not doing any more Paragon Renegade choices. There's no good and bad choices anymore. Nothing is good or bad in here. I mean, in terms of the dialogue choices, pretty much everything is whatever you think you want to say, or try to say. In terms of the tone, it's all about the tone and how you say it. It seems like they tried to make all the dialogue choices gray. Like, they're not trying to distinguish what's good and what's bad in terms of the dialogue choices, but rather just whatever you want to say or feel like saying without being forced to go down a certain dialogue path, because a lot of times I would go with either all Paragon or all Renegade. Now, it's just whatever, and it doesn't really make that much of a difference or matter that much of a difference, really. So, this means, I guess, kind of sarcastic or witty. This is, like, more intellectual. So it can be like, easy is no fun.
I hope not. I signed up for a little adventure before we settle down.
Well, buckle up. Sounds like you'll get your wish.
Yeah?
Over here now, the Pathfinder wants you all on your feet right away. He said mission ready within the hour.
Any idea why?
No, but I'm guessing that's where your adventure comes in? Okay, everything checks out. Just one more thing before I send you on your way. Let's test your SAM implant. Sam, are you monitoring?
Hi, whoever you are.
Sam, are you online?
Yes, Dr. Tapero. Good morning, Ryder. Are you feeling well?
I'm sorry, my implant?
I just need a second to get my bearings. What's this about my implant?
A routine check. After being in stasis, we want to make sure the connection's still live.
As the team's mission computer, your well-being is my primary concern.
Assuming the implants work as advertised, Sam sees what you see, in theory. We won't know for sure until we get you in the field. How are you feeling otherwise?
So basically, this is a AI that has an implant in my head. I think I'm still thawing. I've been frozen for over 600 years.
I feel like a 600-year-old popsicle. I hope we packed more coffee.
Readings confirmed.
Or energy
Based on the
drinks.
levels of adenosine in your system, the neural implant is functioning properly.
Wait, Adena what?
It just means you're still shaking off your nap. No reason why we can't get you on your way.
Splash some cold water in your eyes. That'll
Though
help.
you may want to hang around while we revive your sister, it always helps to see a familiar face.
I don't like the sound of that.
Neither do I. Hello. What is all that? Yikes! Oh, there goes the gravity.
What's happening?
Just hang on!
We're floating in space.
Try to brace yourself.
Gravity cryo is offline.
Careful. I'm on the inside. Hold on.
Camera tutorial there, basically.
This is Cora. I'm at the cryo bay. Brace for a reset. Everyone okay?
I think so.
What happened?
We're not sure. Sensors are scrambled. But it's good to see you're up. Feels like centuries since we spoke.
This is the Pathfinder. Mission teams continue preparation.
Ryder Senior.
Cora, Riders, report to the bridge.
You heard him. Let's get...
We have a problem over here. It's Sarah Ryder.
What? What do you mean problem?
What's wrong?
Give it a second.
I don't know. Have to check it out. Ryder,
Is my sister okay?
Sarah's fine. Her vitals are strong. But the revival procedure was interrupted.
What's the prognosis?
When can she wake up?
We don't want to rush it. Sam,
My connection to Sarah's implant was suspended. However, her pulse, respiration, and brain activity are all normal.
to be on the safe side, we'll need to keep her in a low-level coma for a while. Then let her body regain consciousness naturally. She'll be fine.
Glad to hear it.
Thanks, Lexi. Keep us updated.
Not exactly the best way to start things off in this new galaxy.
I'll wait for you
though.
at the door, whenever you're ready to go.
That's just all I need.
Keep them in the pod for now. Round-the-clock monitoring. We don't know if they're in true stasis anymore.
Right. So parts of the body could be waking up.
But others aren't. We can't be sure just yet.
Cryo sleep, right?
Still in stasis.
Run an intravenous
Vitals look good.
standard nutrient package.
Here's an information wall in case you want more info about
Hi
certain
there.
things.
I'm Gian Garson, founder of the Andromeda Initiative. I'm here to welcome you to a whole new galaxy. The good news is, the hard part's over. We're here. If you have any questions now, just ask.
And this is where you can ask about things if you want to get some kind of info about what's been happening, what you're getting yourself into. I feel like this game actually can be a good starting point if you did not play the previous 3 games. There's really not that much reference to what was going on in the first 3 games in this one, so you can actually start things off with this one if you want, though you would be missing out on that trilogy. But I feel like if you want to get into this franchise and you pick this up but you didn't pick up the previous 3, I feel like it's okay to start things off in this one, and then eventually go check out the other 3 if you want to. So, the mission status, the other arcs.
Your current location is Ark Hyperion, housing the human population. Ark Parchero, the Solarian vessel, confirmed departure in 2185. The Asari ship, Ark Lucinia, confirmed departure that same year, as did the Turian Ark Natanus, embarking in 2185.
Well, what about the Krogan and the Quarians and all the other races? I have a feeling we're not going to have all of our various different encounters that we were able to have on the Citadel back in the day. Let's find out more about this initiative.
The Andromeda Initiative encompasses all colonization efforts, including arcs, pathfinders, outposts, and the central support hub, the Nexus. The current location of the Nexus is unknown. Status of outposts are unknown.
I'm Gian Garson, founder of the initiative. I think it's important we take a moment to reflect on the principles that brought all of us together. It started with a vision of a better future. A vision that you shape. Life in Andromeda can be anything we dare to dream. And I'm proud to help make those dreams come true.
I feel like I've heard
Drop
this
me a note
before.
sometime. I'd love to hear how we're doing.
Drop me a note sometime. Yup. Pathfinder.
The Pathfinder is responsible for exploring and assessing new worlds for outpost placement and settlement. Each arc is led by a Pathfinder who represents their species. The active duty Pathfinder assigned to Ark Hyperion is Alec Ryder. Current duty roster shows you are assigned to the Pathfinder Mission Team, Specialist Ryder.
I'm guessing Alec Ryder is our father. Huh. In our destination, we found out it's Habitat 7, the mission status.
At present, Ark Hyperion has arrived in the Helios cluster. Further mission updates are offline due to technical difficulties. As recon specialist, you are tasked with supporting the authentication of Golden World sites through exploration, mapping, and scientific analysis. Currently, you are to report for duty on the command bridge.
Oh, goody. Cora's standing over there like, oh my gosh, what is taking him so long? Look at all these cryopods of all those people sleeping. Which hopefully are all still okay after this crash we've had.
Did the world just turn upside down, or am I still dreaming?
You left a nasty bump on your head. Let me take a look.
First 5 minutes in Andromeda, and we're already crashing the car.
You thought it'd be easy?
No, but I figured any scars could wait till we land. Hey there! Hell of a wake-up call, huh? Didn't expect that first thing out of stasis.
Makes two of us. Hang in there.
Enjoy your nap, Ryder? Don't think I'll need sleep for the rest of my life.
Maybe another decade or two wouldn't have hurt.
Right. Talk to you later.
Yeah, so see if you feel that way several hours from now.
Gravity lost me.
Hi, Cora.
You ready?
Sure, let's go. Whoa! What happened?
Hey, up here! Whatever hit the arc fried everything. We have to balance the power load or it could explode.
But we don't know where the fault is!
Ryder could find it. He has a scanner. Quick, Ryder, use it to locate the vault.
Tutorial.
I'll try to get readings on the second conduit.
You press the down on the D-pad to check
This equipment is operating normally. There's no
various
indication
pieces.
of a... Relay 2C shows damage from a temperature spike.
Found it! Bad relay. Ryder, can you go reset it? There! It's reset! Do it! Rerouting the current now. There is recovery.
It's working!
Readings are in the green.
Thank God. That could have been the end of everyone in the cryo bay.
Yikes.
Good job, Ryder.
Thanks,
now we can
Cora.
get to the tram.
The tram? Oh. It's that big, huh? I guess it would be.
That was close. Barely in Andromeda, and we're already scrambling.
The adventure begins.
Not sure your dad will see it that way.
Yeah, probably not. In fact, hold on a second. Nope, I can't save. The menu looks kind of similar to the one from the previous 3 games.
Go ahead and take us to the bridge.
I am curious what people would think playing this, having never played the previous 3 games, what their impression would be of this franchise. Because obviously, for those of us like myself who have played the first 3 games multiple times, we have a different perspective and view on this game compared to those who never played the previous 3 before. Which is why I think it could be a good starting point, but... Again, I can't know that until I would hear from those who had never played the previous 3 before.
Helm control, report.
We're drifting. Flight controls aren't responding.
That's not good.
First priority is stopping these outages.
Mainline power's been knocked out. We're on reserves, Captain. They won't last.
That sounds pretty bad.
What's our position?
Unknown. We lost telemetry.
Sam, we need eyes out there.
Attempting to adjust sensor array.
I guess that's our dad.
Alec, please. You may be Pathfinder, but this is my ship.
Captain, the protocol's clear. In the absence of communication with the Nexus or the other arcs, we proceed to our appointed golden world. Solid ground.
If it's even out there. Nobody said anything about running into an energy cloud, and that's just a wild guess what we hit.
Yikes.
Alec, I need to assess the damage. Stop the bleeding. We've got 20,000 people asleep on this ship. Let's give them a chance to wake up.
Can you blame her?
I'd prefer solid ground, because we can't just stay adrift in space the whole time.
My father's got a point, though. Solid ground sounding pretty good right now.
Yeah, but...
Pretty good. Isn't good enough.
Yes, sir.
We're coming through.
My God. Is that our golden world?
That's Habitat 7. New Earth, if we're lucky.
I don't think our luck is looking that great right now.
All of our long-range scans told us it was in the green zone. Perfect for human settlement.
It doesn't even look the same.
Oh, and by the way, these are the 2 symbols. This is supposed to be the, like the logical tone, and this is supposed to be like the emotional tone. Like when you're passionate about how you feel about this. And this is like, if you want to go the Spock route, I guess, be like, it looks bad, Captain. I could be kind of exaggerating that, or maybe have that wrong. I think that's what my general feeling was when I would choose these, so...
We don't know how bad it is yet. Still seems like it's our best shot.
Maybe. There's just a lot on the line.
Sam?
The energy from the phenomenon is damping our sensors. Planetary conditions are unknown.
We're marooned. 20,000 souls adrift at sea. And when the power runs out, and stays out, we need to know if that's safe harbor.
And if it's not?
As Pathfinder, it'll be my job to find an alternative. It's what we trained for. But if this goes well, we're already home.
All right, just make it quick.
Harper, the rest of the team should be awake by now. Have them spin up 2 shuttles. Planet Fallen 30.
Yes, sir.
A stubborn one, isn't he?
Give him a chance.
He cares in his own way. Enough to give him a chance.
I suppose you're right. He is our Pathfinder. If this doesn't work out, we'll need him more than ever. I need an ETA on our sensor repairs. We're blind out here.
That is... like the mother of all hurricanes, it looks like, from up here. But we won't know until we get down there. It's probably a bad idea to go down there in the middle of that, though.
My sister's gonna hate that she missed this.
Are all the riders adrenaline junkies?
I guess it's in her blood. She beat me into the world by 1 minute.
Ha!
Couldn't wait to get started.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure Sarah will pull through.
When she does, she's gonna want stories.
So, let's get out there and find her some.
All right.
Right.
Then.
You'll want to get your helmet. And maybe stop at the Good Luck Rock before we go.
The Good Luck
what?
Rock?
It's an old superstition of your dad's.
All right. Well, we will get ready for our venture to Habitat 7 when we come back. Stay tuned.